Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the channel where brochures, showroom hype, and polished marketing talk all get left in the dust so we can dive into what really matters, the real-world experience of the cars that actually get enthusiasts excited. If this is your first time tuning in, welcome aboard. You've landed in the right place if you love cars that blend heritage, engineering, and performance into something that feels alive every time you turn the key, or in this case, press the start button. And today, we're not just looking at any car, we're diving deep into a machine that has a loyal cult following, a name that carries more than half a century of history, and a body style that has always been the elegant outlier in Porsche's family, the 2026 Porsche 911 Targa 4 GTS. Exterior. Before even walking around the car, the presence of the new Targa hits you. Porsche has this uncanny ability to evolve the 911 just enough to keep it fresh while never straying from the design language that makes it instantly recognizable. The 2026 Targa 4 GTS is no exception. Up front, the nose is classic Porsche with its oval-shaped LED matrix headlights perched high. But look closely and you'll see sharper detailing around the lower fascia. The air intakes are wider, more sculpted, and integrated with active aero flaps that adjust depending on speed and cooling requirements. It looks aggressive, but not in a shouty way. Porsche has always favored subtle menace over flashy design, and here, the stance is muscular but sophisticated. The hood creases add just the right touch of drama, giving the car a leaner, more purposeful expression when viewed head-on. You instantly know this is the GTS variant to the sweet spot in the 911 range, sitting between the everyday Carreras and the track-bred turbos. Swinging around to the side, this is where the Targa earns its spotlight. Unlike the coupe or cabriolet, the Targa roof is its own statement. The iconic brushed aluminum roll bar, etched with the Targa script, stands proudly behind the cabin. It's a direct callback to the first Targa from the late 1960s, but it looks thoroughly modern thanks to the tight integration with the roof mechanism. Speaking of which, the roof panel is fully automatic, folding away behind the rear seats with the beautifully choreographed motion that Porsche insists on showing off every chance it gets. The profile of the car is instantly recognizable as a 911, with its flowing roof line, wide rear haunches, and wheels pushed to the corners. The GTS sits lower than the standard Targa thanks to Porsche's active suspension management, and it rides on staggered 20-inch wheels up front and 21s at the back, wrapped in sticky performance rubber. The blacked-out trim, unique to GTS models, adds a sinister vibe that contrasts perfectly with the bright roof bar. The side mirrors are aerodynamically reshaped for 2026. And the overall proportions remain that perfect balance of elegance and aggression. It's a car that looks as good pulling up to a hotel valet as it is attacking a mountain road. At the back, the Targa continues to flex its Porsche DNA. The full-width LED light strip is now slimmer, cleaner, and integrated seamlessly into the sculpted tail. The retractable spoiler remains tucked away until you need the extra downforce, and the blacked-out exhaust system quad tips in this GTS trim immediately announces its sporting intent. The rear haunches bulge with confidence, housing that wide rear track which not only looks muscular but also contributes to the legendary grip. The 911 Targa 4 GTS badge is finished in satin black, another GTS trademark. Subtle details like the mesh grille atop the engine cover and the updated rear diffuser remind you that this car is every bit as much about performance as it is about style. From behind, it's unmistakably a 911, but it also feels special and more refined, more exclusive, a little bit rarer than the coupe or convertible. Interior. Climb inside, and Porsche once again demonstrates why their cabins are benchmarks for sports cars. The Targa 4 GTS interior blends technology with tradition in a way few others manage. The driving position is low, the steering wheel is small and thick-rimmed, and the sight lanes forward are classic Porsche, those iconic front fenders rising slightly above the hood, framing the road ahead. For 2026, Porsche has refined the digital driver's display. While purists might miss the old analog tachometer, the new curved digital screen still prioritizes the rev counter front and center, with customizable readouts flanking it for navigation, performance data, or driver assistance info. The central touchscreen is crisp, responsive, and loaded with Porsche's latest infotainment system, supporting wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, along with an expanded suite of connected services. Buttons and switches remain physical where it matters. Thankfully, Porsche hasn't fallen into the trap of burying everything in touch controls. Climate, drive mode selection, and roof operation are still satisfyingly tactile. The GTS trim outfits the cabin with Alcantara and leather everywhere you touch. The Sport Seats Plus provide extra bolstering without becoming punishing on longer drives. An optional 18-way adjustability means you can dial in the perfect fit. Red contrast stitching, GTS badging, and matte carbon trim give it a racy but upscale feel. The Targa is still technically a 2+2, but those rear seats remain best for kids, small bags, or just a place to toss your jacket. Practicality isn't the point here, but the front trunk offers enough room for a weekend getaway bag or two. As a place to spend hours, this interior is premium, focused, and unmistakably Porsche. The roof mechanism may add a few moving parts, but it doesn't compromise the cabin's refinement. The car feels as solid with the roof open as it does closed. Fire up the engine, and the GTS experience truly comes alive. Performance: under that rear deck lid lies a 3.0-liter twin-turbo flat-six, tuned here to produce around 480 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. It's the sweet spot between the Carrera S and the turbo, delivering blistering performance without feeling overwhelming or unusable. Power is routed through Porsche's lightning-quick 8-speed PDK dual-clutch transmission, sending it to all four wheels via the intelligent all-wheel drive system. The result is a 0-to-60 sprint in just over 3 seconds, depending on conditions, with the top speed north of 190 miles per hour. But straight-line numbers only tell half the story. The magic of the Targa 4 GTS is the way it drives: a balanced, precise, and confidence-inspiring. Porsche's adaptive suspension keeps body roll in check, while rear axle steering enhances agility at low speeds and stability at high speeds. The steering itself remains hydraulic, feeling in its precision, alive in your hands in a way few modern cars can match. Drop the roof, hear the flat-six spool and sing behind you, and it becomes one of the most rewarding driving experiences money can buy. Pricing for the 2026 Porsche 911 Targa 4 GTS reflects its exclusivity. In the US, it starts at around $170,000 before options, and with Porsche's famously tempting Extrasa, from ceramic brakes to Burmester audio to endless personalization, it's easy to climb well past $200,000. Expensive, yes, but this isn't just about numbers on a spec sheet. This is about heritage, craftsmanship, and an experience that very few cars on the road can replicate. The Targa sits in a unique spot, more stylish than a coupe, more practical and refined than a convertible, and with performance that makes every drive feel special. You're not just buying speed, you're buying a connection to Porsche's history, to an identity that has remained remarkably consistent over decades of evolution. So, what's the final verdict? The 2026 Porsche 911 Targa 4 GTS is not the fastest 911, nor is it the cheapest, but it might just be the one that captures the essence of Porsche better than almost any other. It's a car that makes every journey an occasion, whether you're carving up a back road, cruising through the city with the roof open, or just admiring it from your driveway. It's about balance between tradition and technology, style and performance, daily usability and weekend thrills. And in that balance, Porsche has created something truly special. If you're someone who wants your 911 to feel a little bit different, a little more exclusive, but still capable of delivering that unmistakable Porsche driving thrill, the Targa 4 GTS is the one to have. That wraps up today's review on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most unique 911s on the road, hit that like button, subscribe for more real-world car reviews, and drop a comment to let me know what you think about the Targa. Is it the perfect blend of style and performance? Or would you go coupe or cabriolet instead? Until next time, keep your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, and your heart in the drive. Thanks for watching Car Flash.